Good afternoon, guys and girls. It's the 23rd of December, 2 days before the big day. I thought I would reapply myself to my YouTube channel. I'm getting more involved in playing competitive Magic, and thought I would share kind of my thoughts and experiences a wee bit more on my channel. I'm also going to be doing some unboxings, some booster openings, but what I thought would be beneficial while I'm doing that is to also discuss how I would draft the packs that I'm opening, because that's something that when I started out many years ago, I struggled with. So if you just bear with me, we'll adjust the camera slightly so as we get a better angle. That'll do nicely. So I have here one KTK Booster at the moment. I have another box on its way to me. I'll get that in 2 days, I wonder why. And what I'm going to do with that is divide it up into 2 videos, do one with the first 18 boosters and one with the second 18 boosters. I'll go through each pack, each pick, and hopefully pull lots of nice rares. So without further ado, let's have a look at this KTK Booster that we have, and we'll see what nice stuff we can get from this. Okay, so we'll flick through it first and then I'll discuss how I would draft the pack. So we have Jeskai Wind Scout, Mardu Skull Hunter, Canyon Lurkers, Tusked Colossadon, Dutiful Return, Enoch Tracker, Jeskai Banner, Defiant Strike, Embodiment of Spring, Erase. So that's us for the commons. The uncommons we have Ride Down, Despise, Burn Away, and for our rare we have Altar of the Brood. So disappointing rare card, and then we get a token and a land. So if this was pack one of a draft, what is in here that interests me? Well, straight away the Ride Down and the Despise come to the front. They're both great cards. They both act as removal, which is the second highest thing you should be drafting. I don't know if you probably all are aware of the word bread, but that's used to denote the order that things should be picked in. Bombs, removal, evasion, aggression and draw. So this pack, in my opinion, doesn't hold any bombs as such, but it does have these 2 removal cards. So Ride Down and Despise would get brought to the front. Burn Away is a good card. Deals 6 damage to target creature. When that creature dies, exile all cards from its controller's graveyard. It's just a little bit expensive, but it's definitely still up there. Altar of the Brood would not be first pick in a month of Sundays. In terms of the commons, I also like these 2 commons. We like Jeskai Wind Scout. 3 mana for a 2/1 flyer is never a bad thing in limited, but it's also got the prowess ability, which means that whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1, which makes it a very good early beater, particularly if you can combine it with things like Defiant Strike and the likes. So that would also pique my interest. So I think in terms of how I would pick this pack, we would go 5 cards that catch my attention. I would take the gold card first, because the gold cards tend to be more powerful than the mono coloured cards, and they're going to get picked earlier. It's also a really good combat trick, obviously. So my first pick in this pack would be Ride Down. Destroy target blocking creatures that were blocked by that creature. This combat gain trample until end of turn. So it effectively lets you kill their blocker and still get your damage through as if your creature wasn't blocked. So pick order would be Ride Down, Despise, Jeskai Wind Scout, Burn Away, and the Mardu Skull Hunter. The rest of the cards in this pack don't pique my interest. They're probably going to get be able to get picked up at some point and are more likely to wheel. So that's the first pack. Like I say, over the next couple of days I'll be doing 36, so stay tuned for them. What I would also say is that at the moment I'm a writer. That's what I do to supplement my income. I've written a few articles for Mana Leak and the likes, or Magic related. I've written several fantasy fiction novels, but what I thought would be a good idea, and something that I've been interested in doing for a wee while now, is doing a kind of player's guide, a strategy guide if you like, for how to play at a competitive level. And I'd like to hear opinions on what you think should be included. My intentions at the moment are to cover the main formats that are played in competitive Magic, so that would include limited, standard and modern, and I'll go into a kind of in-depth analysis of each format, hazards and pitfalls, tips and tricks, things to be aware of. That's what I'm considering at the moment. If there's any other ideas that you guys have got for what you think should be included, or things that you struggled with when you were starting to learn how to play Magic, I would love to hear them, and I could maybe get them included. Okay, this has been SB Phoenix with a booster opening and draft pick analysis. Stay tuned, rate, comment and subscribe. Cheers.